Hey guys, and welcome to the TheGamerShelter. The trailer for Battlefield 4 came out today, and anyone that's on our channel knows that we are big fans of Battlefield, and we are really excited to see this. The trailer and the 17-minute gameplay reveal came out, which everyone knows they did for Battlefield 3 as well. I was not expecting it at all. I just thought we were going to get a trailer. So 17 minutes of gameplay. So we're just going to talk about it, everything we thought, what's in it, what's not in it, and I'm going to pass over to Dave. Dave, what were your initial thoughts?
Oh, it's breathtaking. Like, I know you reuse some of the textures for the graphics, but they upgraded it so much. You can tell that they've just polished everything, and the game, it's probably not even the finish. They're probably going to polish it more, like, because obviously it's like another 10 months before the games come out.
Yeah.
So they have so much time to polish everything and make everything look so good. Well, obviously maybe they're not finished developing it fully yet, but it just blows your mind straight away when you watch it in 1080p. Obviously, it's not 60p because it's only on YouTube or whatever, so it's only 30 frames a second. But I cannot wait to get this game and like see it in full 1080p at 60 frames a second.
Absolutely, it looks great, and we're not going to go too far into that because everyone knew Battlefield 4 was going to
Yeah,
look great. Like,
it's not a surprise.
yeah, if you
After
didn't think it,
Battlefield
like, if you were like,
3,
well, these graphics are okay, you know, then, but along with that, I want to mention that the lip sync looks great, which I'm so happy for because so many games lately, we're in 2013 now, and there are still games coming out where it just looks like crap, like big title games coming out, and it looks so good in this. There's a couple slips, but like there are scenes where the guys are laying there on the ground talking, and every mouth movement is natural and looks perfect. It
yeah,
almost looks like a real person.
it's I won't. I don't know if they did motion capture, but that it looks like that's what they did.
Yeah.
It is perfect.
It just looks great. There's a bunch of things just amazing. The way they start this trailer with the intro music, it gets you in the tone, in the mood. The fact that it starts underwater with that blue color really matches for some reason. Just the color blue matches with the intro music to me. It's
We
great.
we are talking about the 17-minute video here, not the 1 minute release trailer, which we will have. If you don't want to listen to us talk about it and you just want to see the gameplay, there's a link in the description to both the 1 minute gameplay and the 17-minute or 1 minute trailer and the 17 minutes of gameplay.
Indeed, both links will be in the description for anyone who wants to watch them. They're definitely worth watching. If you haven't watched them, I don't know what you're doing watching this video because watch those first. We don't want to ruin anything, but it just looks great. We're talking about the 17-minute here because the 1 minute trailer actually is just scenes from the 17-minute gameplay reveal, so
Yeah,
it doesn't even matter. The trailer is just the same thing, but everything you can tell they're putting a big accent on water in this. Almost every scene has some big part that has to do with water, with
yeah,
underwater, with the rainstorm, with this huge puddle that they're running through. They're in a small like creek at one point.
yeah.
They're
The sorry, the scene where they're coming down. The jeep is falling into the water and the bubbles are coming off. That looks amazing.
it looks
Have
great.
you? Yeah. Or when they're stuck in the jeep and they're about to shoot out the windscreen, it's just the water pushing against the glass just looks so realistic.
Okay, let's go straight into some new game mechanics here that are just fantastic. First of all, you'll notice immediately after the opening scene, the HUD is completely revamped and looks fantastic. It looks so much better. I remember when Battlefield 3 came out, one of my biggest complaints was, oh, they just have that stupid, holographic blue thing on the HUD again. And this one is completely cleaned up. The mini map looks great. The ammo counter and everything looks so much better. I'm so happy with the way the HUD looks. Dave, what do you think
Oh,
about all that?
I love the color of it. It's so clean. It's not like when you're playing Battlefield 3, it's kind of the HUD is in your face kind of. It's like they made it pushed it to the sides that you only notice it when you need to look at it. So your whole attention is on the gameplay rather than this big HUD sticking up in the corner kind of distracting you.
Yeah, covering half your screen. And I'm really hoping it translates over to multiplayer with having.
I imagine it will because the campaign from Battlefield 3 had the HUDs were the same for multiplayer and single player.
Exactly. I just don't want to make too many assumptions. I just
Yeah.
I think it will, and I hope it will because it'll look so much better and cleaner having that
And
multiplayer.
all the footage from the trailer is single player as far as we can tell, and
Yes.
it is PC as well, I think,
Yes.
because it does show R to reload, and I think it shows E to open the door. So
Yeah.
unless they're using a controller to play it or something, maybe, or I doubt they'd fuck us over like that and make it an Xbox
Yeah.
footage or
It's
PS.
possible they are using controller because I heard they did that last time, but it doesn't matter. It's PC graphics, and of course they do that. It makes their game look as best as possible. Now,
Yeah.
to go into the HUD a little bit, just some little things to mention. Obviously, you have your ammo counter, and you can switch fire modes. Everyone knows, of course, they're going to keep it in the game. It's amazing. You got your health at the bottom, your grenade counter, and then there's two little things right next to it that obviously we'll be playing right now because I want you guys to see this. And this is there's two things. One is a little defib sign, and we really don't know how this fits into the single player here because the defib sign, as everyone knows, means that you're either a
It's
medic
the revive.
or
Yeah.
yeah, or you're able to revive someone. That's the revive mechanic. So Dave has a speculation about maybe being able to give your teammates orders to revive each other, but we don't want to speculate too much on it. All we just want you to see it and understand there is a little revive sign down there. So we'll see how that plays out in
Yeah.
more trailers to come. And then right next to that, new game mechanic, crazy that it's in this game, and that's a little down arrow that you'll see in the bottom right screen. And that is evidently in this game you can give your squad kind of orders, like go go go, suppressive fire, little stuff like that, and you'll see it as a white arrow pointing down, and when you give the order it starts flashing red, and then it goes to kind of a see-through gray, which I'm guessing is them doing the order, and then it goes back to white once they finish the objective. So there's kind of this giving your team or squad objective markers, and I'm really hoping so bad that your guy actually moves his hand in multiplayer when you give your squad orders, like to attack flags.
I
I
hope
really
so.
want that.
Yeah.
It'll
It does
add
seem
so much.
kind of controlled though where he was doing it, because in the trailer the guy's like, he says on your go, and then your man presses it, and then they start to press him, and then he flanks. So maybe it's only at certain points you can do it. Maybe it's only like, it's on kind of rails, if you know what I mean. Like, because it doesn't seem like you can just tell him to stack up at any door, as far as I can tell. But we've only seen a little bit of footage of
It
it.
definitely doesn't seem like the stack up's going to be in the game. It's going to be more like a give order, like suppressive fire, not like a you go here, you go here. But I don't think they're going to do that, like you said, just because if it was only a controllable in the moment type of thing, they wouldn't have it on the HUD because it would just pop up on the screen when you were able to do it,
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
having
get
it
what you're
on
saying.
the HUD kind of makes it lean towards you're going to have some sort of control over it at least.
At all times, but it's going to be limited control. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about some things now. Dave already mentioned how a lot of the textures are the same, including just the basic character models. Like you see the Russian character models, virtually the exact same. Um, little
Yeah.
upsetting, but I just the way I look at it is this game. It's not like it takes place 100 years after Battlefield 3. It's still modern combat. It's still recent. We're still gonna dress the same. We're still gonna use the same guns. all that stuff. So I'm not too unhappy about that. I hope there are changes, obviously, but I'm okay
Yeah.
with no radical changes.
And I can't get mad over that, because I said to Dan earlier that I've always been saying that all I want Battlefield 4 is to be a better version of Battlefield 3, and then I'm just like, then the trailer comes out and I was like complaining about it,
Yeah,
and I
and
was
you're
like,
like,
oh
what
no,
the
you
hell?
can't.
This is just a better version of Battlefield 3.
I was like, this is bullshit. I was like, oh, this is what I wanted all along.
Yeah, but there are certain things. You do get to see a knife animation in this trailer, and it's the exact same knife animation, like no difference at all. It's not even one of the cool ones. It's literally the behind the back stab him in the chest one. It's
Yeah.
just like, come on, why'd you show that? Show something new. But it's the first gameplay, the first trailer.
I
So
was hoping they would, because I've hated the knife animations from like day one. I was like hoping when they brought in the new knife for premium members, I was hoping that would bring a new animation, but I was
yeah, I
obviously
think we all
dreaming.
were, but yeah, it was only just a dream. Copyright.
Like
And
maybe he could like slit his throat rather than stab him.
uh-huh.
To me that makes more sense, because like slit his throat, instant death, stab him in the chest.
Yeah,
He's still alive.
exactly.
He could shoot
He's
off a
just
couple
sitting
of
there
bullets.
bleeding out. But then again, I guess that does make sense to the fact that he can be revived and have a medic come to him if it's
Well,
it.
hold on a second. If you want to go like that, I can shoot a guy with a fucking 50 cal sniper rifle in the face, and some guy can just go over and go beep, and he stands back up
Hey,
and he's
clearly
perfect.
you've never been in the military. That's all I'm saying. But I mean, the trailer looks great. You get some amazingly intense gameplay moments in here. One of the best ones is that chopper blade, which is nothing new really, but that thing is so intense. It's just it's fantastic. And
It,
Hmm?
right before that scene, I think, or is it after that scene, they show off the destruction.
yeah, right after. Yeah.
Right after, yeah, they really. It looks like they're bringing back Battlefield Bad Company 2 destruction,
I hope
like,
they
because everything. Even there was a part where you're defending. I think it's in the trailer. It's called Defend Irish or whatever, and you see the guy blown up, like he blows up, kind of like a power supply box. I want to say he throws a grenade at the guy on the left, and there's another thing, and he like just puts like a mag in it, and it goes on fire, and then eventually it blows up. And if you watch the video, like don't ignore it, because he starts looking left. Look at the right after that thing blew up. The whole building is fucked.
Yeah, exactly. He knew exactly where to shoot.
Yeah.
um
Well, honestly, the guy on the controls, like whatever he was doing, he was terrible. Like, just God, why can't they get someone that's good at Battlefield to play Battlefield? Like, it just blows my mind.
Yeah, I know. The same thing happened with Battlefield 3. They keep getting people that aren't good at the game. Like, I mean, I guess it could be a bunch of reasons as to why, like, but they keep getting people. I don't know. I'm sure it's acted out too. I'm sure they're like, okay, once you get to this stage, you need to look to your left and show this off, because this is a professional presentation here. So I'm sure they kind of acted out, tell him what to do. But I don't know. There's one part where he's like 10 feet away from a guy with a shotgun, and the guy's not looking at him, and he misses the shot, and it's
Yeah.
just like, what?
But
Come on.
like if I was the developer, the way I would do it was I'd give it to some guy that is into Battlefield but has never played Battlefield 4 before and never got to see any of this, and it's perfect because if he's a proper gamer, he's gonna explore the whole level while he's doing the mission, because that's what I do when I play a game.
Yeah.
Like, so it will be perfect. So it wouldn't be scripted, but everything will be shown.
Yeah.
I like that's the way I do it, and it would be better, more entertaining to me. But
Yeah. But we've seen this time, just as we've seen, throughout the years, Dice knows how to make a trailer. They know how to do a reveal. This was mind-blowing. This 17-minute reveal made Battlefield 3's 17-minute reveal look like child's play. Like, this completely blew it out of the water, and I'm really looking forward to this. I'm glad that my dream game, is looking good so far, and I'm really looking forward to seeing more. They are reusing a lot of stuff here that is, I want to see more, but at the same time, they're pushing a
yeah,
lot of new ground here. They're like, I mean, order mechanics like that has really never been done in that way in a Battlefield game. It's
no, it hasn't.
great. And
Obviously, I doubt that's going to be on the multiplayer aspect though. But one
oh
thing
yeah,
that wasn't a trailer that I really do hope they bring into multiplayer is the dual sights on the M16 when you're holding back the guys and defending Irish. He's got an ACOG, which is actually an ACOG that's already in Battlefield 3. That's kind of disappointing. We didn't see any new weapons actually because the MP Rex is in it as well. That's in Battlefield 3.
I was about to
But he's
say,
got the ACOG, and then he turns the gun to the side, and the iron sights are there, so you can do both. I really hope they bring that into multiplayer. That allows, obviously you're not going to be able to have like a Cobra and an ACOG, but if you could have an ACOG and an iron sights, that's what I do. For those long shots, sometimes you're like, oh, I want an ACOG, but how often do you actually need an ACOG?
Yeah, I hope they do it too. Not only is it just amazingly badass, but it's realistic. That's why it's going in all our modern shooter games, is because that's really what they're getting trained to do, and they really do put that on their gun, and that's why it's going in all these games now. Same thing with like the hybrid sight that was in the Call of Duty, right? That was in there because that was technology that they're using now. So I'm really hoping they translate that over to the multiplayer. But you get to see all this gameplay, some amazing stuff, some rehashed stuff, some improved stuff, and in the end, then it just flashes a bunch of scenes with a couple new scenes from that water boat that's from the RHIB, right? That's from the short 1 minute trailer is at the end there, and you get to see that woman talk, and the graphics look fantastic on that woman's face. Like, the best graphics in the whole trailer is like that woman's face there at the end, and she's just like, "You wouldn't leave me behind, right?" She says something like that. It looks so good. But I mean, that closes up the video with all that. And I mean, do you have anything else that you want to throw on here, Dave? It's for the
We should
Battlefield
probably,
4, what you're looking forward to in this or something.
I don't know. I just want to mention that scene where he cuts the guy's leg off.
Oh, where he cuts the guy's leg off. Yeah.
It's just like, knife through bar.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just
Yeah, he has like
Why
a
doesn't
little...
my knife in Battlefield 3? Why doesn't my knife in Battlefield 3 do that? I like stick a guy and I'm like, oh, what was that? He like turns around and looks at me. He's like, what the hell are you doing? That guy's just like, oh, leg gone. I want my knife in Battlefield 3 to do that. I'm just gonna come up and get like samurai sword his legs off.
it is a really weird scene. I mean, they try to explain it because they're like, oh, but my bone's already broken and there's just skin there, and just finish the cut and everything. But I mean, you literally see this guy pull out a tiny combat knife from, a military combat knife, and he just goes on the guy's leg, and he severs the guy's leg. Like you literally like hear the little sound, and it's just like, oh, his leg's off now. It is a pretty funny scene, I gotta say. And yes, I forgot to mention that. So Dave had to bring it up. It was something that it was deeply bothering him on a cellular level.
Dice were like, oh, well, we didn't get enough trouble for killing a rat in Battlefield 3. Let's cut someone's leg off in Battlefield 4.
Exactly.
That's how we roll.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck the police. So anyway, we want to wrap this up here. The video's only got like 2 minutes left, so we'll let you guys enjoy that once we're done talking here. It's fantastic. Just great ending here with the helicopter. It's so good. But thank you guys for watching. We're going to have more Battlefield 4 videos coming out really soon with, our wish list, seeing as how we're actually Battlefield fans. We'll be getting our wish list out here. And, I just want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as we did. And of course, like we said at the beginning, the links are in the description below for you guys to go check out this amazingness unfold before your eyes. Dave?
Promoted!
Tombstone retrieved the intel.
And
The Russians would be loyal to Admiral Chang.
confirms a report from our asset in China.
So, Staff Sergeant Dunn with KIA for something we already knew.
You have your orders, Captain.
Affirmative. Steaming towards the east coast of China.
You'll back me up, right?